Hey everybody, welcome to Paint Minis Live. I'm your host, Bill T, coming at you from the Creation Cave. Tonight we're going to be doing some more painting of Cal's Abyssal Dwarves. We're really getting close on this project. We got a couple more minis to go, and then we're kind of just on to the, I think there's like 4 extra guys we got to complete. When it comes to the dwarves, and we are done with this project. So I'm happy about that. I think this project has gone in a great direction so far, and I'm extremely excited to see what Cal thinks of it when he gets his hands on it. I think this may be another stream or 2 with the Abyssal Dwarves, and then we're gonna move on to probably some other shenanigans that I've got planned for everyone. So go ahead and kick back, relax, grab yourself a nice cold or warm beverage, and break out some brushes if you want. Grab some paint and some models, or you can just sit back and relax and enjoy the show and have it on in the background while you're doing something else, which is awesome as well, because the viewing time helps. It does. And if you are a frequent flyer of Paint Minis Live, or maybe you've just been around really recently, it would help if you could do me the favor of doing the click ding ding thing, all that stuff. I don't like saying the whole line because it's just overused. We all know what to do, so do the thing. But we're getting really close to 130 subscribers here at PML, and it's wonderful. It's awesome. So I'm hoping that sometime soon in the future here, we can see that number go up even further as we strive to complete our mission of spreading the good word of hobby and painting to everybody everywhere, because it's just cool. Come on, who doesn't like little model guys and stuff? Like, yeah. Share it with a friend you want to. All right, so let me get my banner going here. I'm a little bit late to the late on the draw here, but we had a wonderful time with James last Wednesday, and coming up this Wednesday, you're not going to want to miss it. We've got James F. Keck and the gang back for some Dreamweaver this time, which is a really cool role-playing game by James. You play as kids that have like really cool imagination abilities based around their favorite childhood toys, and you fight monsters and stuff in this kind of dream world kind of thing. Sometimes it crosses over into reality, and you've got to fight them there on kid terms. It's really cool. It's like Stranger Things, but like think elementary school Stranger Things, which is awesome. So be on the lookout for that. That's coming up on Wednesday. You can see it on the channel too if you want to click the little notification thing so you know what time in your local time zone that it is, and you can come check that out with us as we go and play some Dreamweaver. I'm gonna get my other camera set up here real quick. Bing bang boom. Let's get you up here. All right, there we go. Get my phone out of the way. There we go. All right, so here we are. Yeah, there we go. We'll just do that for now. We have been trucking on these guys. We're just gonna keep picking out details, baby. We're just gonna keep picking out them details, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna get a glove on my hand because I like to. I don't mind paint on my hands. Like some painters, they're like that's their kind of mark of pride. They're like, oh yeah, I'm a painter. Look at my hands, all the little strips and stripities that I put on there every time I sit down and paint my models. That's cool. That's cool. You do you, man. You do you, lady. You do you, everybody else. Like, just everybody. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. Me, on the other hand, like, I found that some of these paints are highly pigmented, you know, and it's great that they are. But they just stain my hands really, really bad. And I'll sit there with like orange or something on my hand for like a week. And, or like if you use green too, if you use a bunch of like green and stuff, it can look really nasty. It can look like you just like wiped your nose or something. So I tend to just kind of glove up my non-brush hand when I'm doing this kind of work. Plus, I can take and I can put the paint literally on the glove, and once you have a little bit of a layer built up, you can kind of see how it's going to react to the different colors that you're using when you put some over the top of the previous color you put on the glove. I am in love with these Turbo Dork silicone palettes. I can't live without these anymore. I want to figure out how they made these. I really want to figure out how they made these, because this is some cool stuff. I want to produce these. If I can figure out how, I would love to, because they're just the bee's knees. I have put paint in them, it comes right out. There is no washing, there's no nothing. You just like boop, pull, like just crack the dried acrylic paint right off. So that's pretty cool. Hello, somebody's coming in. Good to see you, good to see you. All right, so we kind of went with this orange blue. Let's get you guys in here. All right, here we are. So we kind of went with this color shift blue from Turbo Dork. This goes from like a blue, green, and purple kind of color shift going on. It's a very interesting paint. The camera likes to pick up on the green. The Scrub Sapien is in the house. Hello, Scrub Sapien. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome back. So we've kind of gone with that layout with these guys. This kind of blue and orange color scheme, contrasty color scheme going on. I saw the pictures. Oh, Collecting Chaos. Hello, Collecting Chaos. It's good to see you. I've been seeing your videos come across my feed. And there's one that I really want to watch. I'm thinking tonight I'm gonna watch that one. You were talking about how you read comic books without destroying them. I thought that was really cool. I want to watch that one. I've seen. I didn't catch your Barbie one though, but it's interesting. My grandfather collected vintage Barbies during his stay here on Earth, and so I might have to check that one out too. But keep up the good work. You're producing good stuff, man. I like your stuff. It's cool. But Scrubs, I saw your post there with all of the Dark Angels you have going on. I'm sure the Lion would be proud. They're looking snazzy in their initial paint jobs here. So keep up the good work there too. Let's see. Some of these guys are pretty far along in the painting process. If I can keep my camera work steady, they're pretty far along. They've got a lot of detail to them, a couple of different colors. So we don't necessarily have to worry about those guys. We've got all of their beards are painted. That's a pretty essential part. This guy's a little bit lacking, so we'll start there with him. I'm just gonna dump the volume on this music just a little bit. There we go. Nice. Okay. I'll forgive you for missing the Barbie one. Yeah. It's funny. When I first started this thing, I was just kind of expecting this to be kind of a hobby channel. You know, it is a hobby channel. This is my hobby channel area space group thing. I want everybody to be involved, but like, you know, I kind of just thought I was gonna get on here and just rant for a while and pop off for like, you know, a couple of months or whatever until I got 12 people to say hi, how's it going? But that didn't happen at all. Everybody like came in here, and I I met so many good people. I just want to support them all because that's all. Like everybody here is just in this wonderful attitude of like, let's figure out how we make all this work for each other. And then I'm watching YouTube videos just for the watch time for everybody's stuff. Like, I am all over the place. Little pockets of the internet everywhere. It's just I do try and do the comments and all of the things, but yeah, I didn't realize how much time I spend up until recently, like looking at how much time I spend on the YouTube app just looking at other people's stuff. Until I saw the statistic on my phone about like how much I was doing that. It's like it's kind of nuts. I'm watching Dungeon Delver. I'm watching Dungeon Minister, Collecting Chaos, RPG Grandma. I'm watching Shadow and Sons. I'm watching all these people who are like on Team PML. I'm watching all their stuff, and it's just like I gotta remind myself not to be in the suck hole because I just get sucked down in there, and I have like an hour passes by, and I'm like, oh my gosh. It didn't even realize an hour had passed. So that's partially my excuse as to why I haven't gotten around to it, because I'm watching everything. Grumpy old Slan, good to see you. How you doing? I was actually looking up prices for hotels in Glen Williams for Claricon, the Dungeon Ministers convention. I was looking up hotel rooms there. I'm super pumped about doing that, but I have I'm in the planning stages. Gotta get that capital together to make it happen. So I was just checking that out. And I know you were a big you were a big figure in the last one. You have any good good recommendations for places to stay? If I could so pick your brain. Frost and Fist is in the house. Mythos, how you doing? Good to see a friend. I hope you've been well. Have you seen these Turbo Dork palettes, by the way, Mythos? These are legit. They are like 120% worth your money. I'm not even joking. I love these things. You can only use acrylic paint on them. You don't want to use like enamels or anything that involves a solvent, but water-based acrylic paints. You put them in here, and then like all you gotta do is like when it's dried, I cleaned this earlier, but you just pop up this little thing in it, or just any of it. You can bust it up and then just throw it out. Like it pops right out. It's ingenious. I want to figure out how to make these myself because they're so cool. But anywho, you got to get some of these. You got to get some of these, buddy. Where was the dude we were going to start on? Okay, here we go. Gotcha. All right. Hey, that's 100% what it's all about there, Grumpy Old Slime. If you had fun, that's a good thing. That's what it's about. You're giving them dwarves too much loving. Hey, it's down here in the creation cave there, Cal, there is no such thing as too much loving. These dwarves will be treated right. I treat my minis like I treat my woman, well cared for. I feel like that sounded a lot. It's true though. Just picking out little details here and there, little triangular looking niblets on his what do you call this? A necklace is what it's called. Good lord. Keep it together, Billy. I'll just kind of poke up in here, and some of these places we won't get, but we're going to get the general idea across to whoever's looking at this thing. There we go. Very nice. You can, a little finagling, you'll get it. Eventually. Hey, what's going on, Lightmane? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, if you haven't checked your Discord, go and check your Discord, Lightmane. I sent you a message there. I don't know if maybe you sent something back and I haven't seen it, but let me know. I wanna talk to you about your book and some stuff we might be able to do together. By the way, if you haven't seen Lightmane's work, you should go and check it out. It's especially if you're kind of like into novels and stuff. I'm really into the audiobook side of things, and Lightmane has a wonderful audiobook that he has written himself. I believe you also have some physical copies, but go check it out. It's cool stuff. It is cool stuff. He's got a lot of good character development going on. A lot of these folks in his book are it's very easy to get attached to these characters. It's a very fun, kind of whimsical story, and I've been enjoying it greatly. So go check it out. It's a great thing to put on if you're painting, especially fantasy miniatures. It gets that creative juice going quite well. That's for sure. Who else we got? Oh, Mythos. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta give that a shot. Silicone something or other, man. Yeah, the silicone palette is revolutionized the way I paint. This song always comes up. I don't know. I know it's I have this royalty-free playlist, but sometimes it throws in this like really weird, overly jazzed up stuff. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Well, either way, I'd like to, if you can figure out how to get it working, or if you need some, like a hand getting it set up, I don't know. I'd just like to talk to you in private about it. Again, it's part of those extra special, sneaky, behind-the-scenes work I've been doing over the past, 2 months now? Oh man, I can't wait to unveil this to the world, but I gotta make sure I have all my ducks in a row. It's gonna be, I'm hoping it's gonna be quite big when it storms a channel near you. I think we're gonna go with orange on this guy's helmet, because that would look just cool. Get some orange on the we should probably stick with the burnt orange because we've got that. So I've been thinking about, you know, I once Cal's dwarves are hi-hoing their way back to California. I've kind of been trying to think of other projects to do. So if you guys have an idea what you'd like to see first, let me know. But I've been thinking about doing a speed paint challenge. How quick can you paint a mini to you know, to like tabletop standard, and then like how long does it take you to paint a mini to I guess kind of what I usually do, a bit more detail oriented stuff. I've been thinking about doing a little couple of lives about that. I've also been thinking about doing some lives reconstructing our mascot, Pablo Picasso, I believe. Yeah, Pablo Picasso. I think that's the name we settled on. The Warlord Titan. So let me know between those two what you'd like to see first. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm just gonna go bap the mic real quick. How's it going, Evolution of Gaming? It was good to see you in the Discord. Thanks for coming to hang out with us over there. Yeah, we're still over here doing us some diggy hole. All right. So where was our dude with the wacky helmet? Here you are. All right. So this is our guy here. How fast dust collects on miniatures? Okay. I think that'd be more of like a time lapse thing, to be honest with you. We got 8 live chat lounge cats in the stream. What a night. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. Mythos, what do you have going on over at Frost and Fists? Because I was looking in there the other day. I saw you did a battle report with some guard and guard versus ultramarines. I thought that was kind of cool. But what you got going on over at Frost and Fist? What's on the horizon? You doing some live stuff again sometime soon? I think it would be kind of cool with this little bit attached down here somehow. There we go. We're just gonna make it work. I don't know exactly where all this plating starts and ends, but we're gonna make it work. Miss Bella Games. Wow, all of the classic characters are showing up. Talk about fun, talk about fun. How you been, Miss Bella Games? It's good to see you as always. Gaming it up, I hope. I saw you drop another video about, I believe it was the Mariners playthrough that you're working on with the Lord of the Rings online stuff. I saw you drop that the other day. I might be a little bit behind, but I try and keep up the best I can. silver over here. I don't know. Put the pallet in the shot. May as well. All right. Well, thanks for being a cheerleader there, collecting chaos. I do appreciate it. Or a very long stream. Yeah, I know, Grumpy Old Slan, about the very long stream. I've been thinking about doing a 24-hour one, but I'd like to organize it in a way that would be, you know, we could do something meaningful with it, like kind of like a charity op or something. Maybe get some friends of the channel gathered around, you know, painting some minis and collecting donations and such. But I've been kind of working on that idea for some type of, you know, charitable event, because I just, you know, I've in the past I've done things like that. When I was a kid, probably about 13, I organized a diaper drive at my local church for a shelter. These little kids, like a little kids and, you know, mom's shelter for people that needed a place to go if they were in a bad spot. Crisis shelter, that's the word for it. And I've done a ton of stuff like that throughout life, and I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun to do, and it goes towards such a good cause that you know, it makes it all the more worthwhile. So I'd like to do something like that in the future. My stumbling block, you know, my roadblock that I've kind of hit with that is how to track people's donations and such so that it's very transparent for, I guess, the both the viewers and like who we're holding the charity drive for, because I think that's important. You should know if you're, especially, you know, here on the internet, there's a lot of people doing wacky stuff, and if you send them money, you don't know where it goes. I mean, it's one thing if you're throwing it in a tip jar, but it's another thing if you're trying to organize an event like that. You want to make sure it's going where it's going. Shadow and Sons is coming too. Oh my gosh. Holy man, we got, like I said, all the classic characters tonight are showing up. What a wonderful world it is, and a nerd's nerd. What do you know? Holy man. How's it going, everybody? It is good to see you all. We're just working away on these dwarves. One by one, we're gonna make them look fantastic. They're getting their Sunday best on. Let's see what I've been trying to read the chat and paint at the same time. Thank you for the compliment, Miss Bella Games. I appreciate it. Let's see, Frost and Fist got a few things lined up for March for McCrag. Gotcha. Oh yeah, because it's the month. Okay, month of March. Got it. Wanting to do a video on heat blooms. That's really cool. I love those effects. Heat blooms and like jet exhaust ports. They're always fun. Nice. I would love to see that as well, because I'd like to see your hot take on hot parts, hot metal, I guess. That'd be cool. Yeah. That's kind of how I approach things, you know. There's no set way in stone on how things are done, you know. Everybody's got their own style of it. Do Mariner once a week. Fun class so far. See if it continues to be when she's a higher level. I know things can get a little jumbled up when it comes to classes at various parts. Some of them are a lot of fun to begin with, and then peter off a little later. So I wish you the best with that. Just mechanically speaking, when it comes to games like that. Tonka Todd, the one and only, sucked me into this game called Dungeons and Dragons Online, and I've been playing a little bit of that with him and some friends, and we do whacked out stuff like read all of the NPC quest givers lines as uh, um, Christopher Walken or something. Just whacked out stuff. It's a lot of fun though. Shadow's popping in to see what's new. Well, what's new here at PML? We're plugging away on a lot of projects in the background currently. Still working on these dwarves. We'll be done with them, I'm hoping, within the next couple of episodes here. We started doing Let's Play or Roleplay Wednesday with James F. Keck. He's a indie game developer. So we spotlight his games every Wednesday, which I think is pretty cool. And it's a lot of fun. Oh man. You got a lot going on. That's yeah, you got you got a lot of painting to do. Very nice. Nerds, I hope you've been well. Again, always great to see you in the chat. Gotta switch back to the silver real quick. A little bit of overstroke on the on his belt buckle there. Yeah, there you go. I never played it before, you know, but they pulled me into it and they were like, "Yeah, man, this is hokey, it's weird. We play it for the giggles of it." And I've been enjoying it so far. I you know, I haven't been a huge MMO gamer in my life, but they got me into it. It's fun. It's like the fun is what you make of it, I suppose, is what I have come to learn. You on Messenger by chance? I'm not on Messenger. Yeah. Trying to think how else could we get in touch. I'm hoping that I'll have like an email for PML. I've been kind of thinking about doing that, like a PML show address. But it does cost a little bit of money per month. I think it's probably worth it though at this point. Like, especially when some other stuff starts popping up, I'll definitely need a email address for PML as an entity. So I think I could probably hand that out to you shortly here. I might pull the trigger on that within the next couple of weeks, I think. I haven't been going after things like that so feverishly because I've been really trying to save some cash to get a new laser tube so I can make some fun, cool stuff. Do some laser cut terrain here on the show, or maybe some nighttime hangouts. Sorry about that. Gotta make sure to keep it in the shot here. Do some nighttime hangouts designing laser cut terrain. Yeah, so that's funny. It's it's funny. Oh, really? Okay. All right. I'm gonna send you one. I thought I had. I'm okay. Yeah, I thought I had. I'll send you an email about it. Guard tanks and some scions. All right. All right. Well, stick some pictures on the Discord for all of us to Google at when you're done with your work in progress there. Evolution of gaming. Um yeah, so I think I am on Instagram. I'm on Twitter, and PML does have an Instagram. I'm not very active on the Instagram currently, mainly because I've been trolling around YouTube and doing that stuff. But we are on Twitter if you prefer to be over there, or Twitch as well. But yeah, you could probably contact me through either of those too. I frequent Discord a lot more just because I'm a bit more. I kind of know a bit more about how to deal with that, or how to use that platform. But I did create a Gmail account for Paint Minis Live, and Google's bot flagged it for some reason. It's some error on its part, I guess, but I don't know. This bot came by and was like, "Yeah, you can't have more than one account for." It's like multiple account abuse or something like that. So I looked at their policy that they stated, and it was like, if you use this for work, it's fine. Blah 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 blah. I think it flagged it because it's it's also a business entity now. I'm kind of giving away stuff, but like it's also a business entity now, and I think it flagged it, and because they want me to pay $6 a month for business email on Google, and I think I might take them up on it. You have to pay it annually, I think, but it's like, yeah, $6 a month. So you gotta pay them though, that one lump sum, which is kind of stinks, but whatever. So I appealed it, and I appealed it, and I appealed it, and they just won't give it back to me, and that stinks. But I'm rolling with the punches, all of this stuff takes some time to do, and that's a-okay. I think our dude here is looking pretty snazzy. We're gonna do the same thing with this helmet. I think we're gonna orange that up too. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth it. Discord is definitely a little bit confusing to start with. If you're not, if you didn't kind of get, I was brought up by it. I was molded by it, shaped by the Discord. I've just been around that block for so long that I'm really used to it. But yeah, we will figure out a way to get in touch with each other. But I'd really like to help out with your book, and helping you develop that further, with some stuff that I've been working on. All right, cool beans, and yeah, I'm kind of thinking about it. Yeah, I think it flagged it because you can find PML in public directories now, for business. You can find stuff on there, but so I think that may be why it did that. And now I have a feeling that if I go and do it again, they're probably gonna tell me the same shenanigans of, you can't do that because we want you to buy, or subscribe to this Google business deal. So I'm kind of thinking that's what they're gonna tell me. Sometimes I miss the good old-fashioned AOL. The AOL stuff, you know, back in the day when there was that AOL messenger thing and they had all their other stuff on there. Okay, you sir are looking tasty already. Like, we're just gonna keep silvering some of this gun barrel up. I really have been thinking about getting some magnifiers from ye old local micro center, but I every time I walk in that place, like $50 to $75 leave my pocket, and I don't know what happens to it. I think it just disappears, and I'm like really not sure where it goes. I think there's just a gremlin in that store when you cross the checkout counter. It's just gone. It's gone. Have it. Sounds like poor impulse control. Yeah, you're right. It is. It is. It is essentially nerd mecca when you walk into a micro center. It is just so hard to not touch anything or like stop looking at a thing. I'll spend 4 hours in that store and not know where the time went. Like at all. All right. I think that's looking pretty good. I don't think we're going to go much further on that. Okay. This other guy, this other cannon dude, that's probably pretty important. Yeah, right. I hear ya. I hear ya. List servers. That's a... Yeah. That is a thing. Yeah, okay, all right. Looking into that. I'm definitely looking into that. That is a wonderful suggestion. And I am going to look into that for sure. All right. Where are my browns? I need my browns. Let's see here. We got dark umber and we got light umber. We're gonna throw some brown on a couple of. We're gonna throw it on the wood. What do they call it? Furniture of his blunderbuss. This other guy that we haven't done. We're gonna make it look. We're gonna make it look like this guy's. The wood on this guy's blunderbuss. We're gonna kind of do the same thing, just with this guy. Ooh, all right. Mythos, I saw a, was Calvinoni in here? And I didn't see him. Yeah. Hello, Cal. If I didn't say hi to you, hi, how you doing, Cal? I was like, wait, I thought I saw him come in. I'm pretty sure I saw him come in. How you doing, Cal? Yeah, I'm gonna go check out that picture real quick. Mythos, my friend, we gotta talk. That sword is looking good. Yeah, alright. Alright, I see how it is. I see how it is. That is, yeah. Yeah. There's a link in the description for the Paint Minis Live Discord. If you haven't gotten to be a part of it, whether you're a creator or you're an enthusiast out there or just somebody interested in finding a good group of people to interact with, go check it out, because also Mythos has an incredibly cool looking dreadnought in there from Warhammer 40k, and it's got a real shiny sword, and I feel a little one-upped. Mythos, I gotta at some point here, I think we gotta do a PML Frost and Fist little challenge. We'll have to find a model or something. Well, we could do Space Marines, whatever you want to do. Find a model and do a community vote challenge kind of thing, because that is wicked, man. That is pretty cool. I'd like to try my hand and see if I can potentially get something near the mythical Mythos standard right there. Holy crap, because that's pretty cool. Oh boy. Getting more. The collections are growing. I see we got Cal's in on it too. Yeah, no, Cal's definitely got to be in on it. Yeah, holy man, those blends are looking real hot. They gotta be airbrushed though. Tell me, that's not some standard brushy blends. That is looking really good though. If you haven't, Calvinoni is a frequent poster on the PML Discord in the miniature showcase, the mini showcase, and Cal has some really cool like demons in there, and they're struck in such a pose where they look like they're calling a field goal. It's good. Oh yeah, absolutely airbrushed. Yeah. Hey, it works. Do what works, right? And if it works, it works. Because yeah, the airbrush blends are quite nice. It's a wonderful painter's party trick, you know. If you wanna pop somebody's eyeballs off at the tabletop, just show them some airbrushed blends. The tricky part is if you're trying to do it and you're trying to mix the paint in the cup while you do it, so that it's a totally seamless blend. That I have attempted that before, but that is a technique that I definitely have not mastered yet. It is that is one hardcore technique to do. I've seen some folks do it. It's nuts. They know exactly when to put the paint in, so that you get that milky, smooth. All right, where's our rifleman here? Yeah, that is a good idea there, Slad. I could get down with that. What do you think, Mythos? We try and do a paint off for a good cause. A friendly challenge indeed, you know? Not, but we could definitely try and whip something up like that. I think that could be really fun. I think that's like literally the only bit of that gun that's showing that's wood. The other one has some different furniture on it, but I think that's it. It's like literally just that little bit. Yeah, I think I'm good on that one there, Evolution of Gaming. That was, you know, I appreciate the idea, but I don't follow in the likes of Jeremy Tubin. If you've ever seen that debacle on CNN. Not that I'm like trying to bring that up, but like, yeah, that guy. He went through like a whole interview with no pants. Yeah, the whole like this guy Jeremy, I think his name was Jeremy Tubin, was on CNN and conducted a interview, and he had on a nice, you know, button-up shirt and everything, and it was you know, an interview over the over like Zoom or whatever, you know, when they bring on analysts over Zoom, and this guy just he didn't have any pants on. He had his boxers on underneath it, and he went through the whole interview like that. Now that's looking pretty. There we have it. Right? That's what I'm saying. The field goal demons. The world in 2024 is an interesting one. Indeed, I would agree with that. You know, it's an interesting world, but it's also a world where I get to meet fun people like you guys, and I get to paint with you and talk to you guys. Like, that makes up for all the crazy. Yeah, here you go, Mythos. This one's for all you painters out there. This is what this palette do. Oh wow, look at it all. Just, I mean, it's not totally dry yet, but you can see that you can just like, bam, it's clean now, and it pops off like that. It's still a little wet. Oof. Yeah, that was maybe not my brightest decision tonight. I'm gonna look like I really scraped up my thumb tomorrow at work. Yeah, I ran into a angry bat and it bit me. But yeah, you can just literally slough that off the palette. It is like the easiest cleanup procedure. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm no Jeremy Tubin. I got my jeans on. Right? Yeah. It's really nice. Like I said, I think I have fallen in love with it totally, and I'm not leaving home without this. One of these is going in my travel kit, my travel painting kit, and the other one's staying here at the Creation Cave because they're really good. I like it. I mean, if you're sitting down and for like a 4-hour paint session, I wouldn't recommend it because your paints are going to be dry. But like, you know, well, if you use your paints in moderation, you know, all you need is just like a little drop and work off of that. When you need more paint, put more in. You don't have to mix it all at once. Yeah, it is essentially that, like a giant fidget popper thing. I would put that in that category. They're collecting chaos. I'm wondering if Sapphire got her certificate yet. I thought that was kind of a cool request. She requested a certificate of authenticity for her model. So I don't know how I'm going to end up with making one for Cal, but I don't mind making one. It's just a matter of how do you fit all of the minis on there because they're going to be identifiable. I don't know. I might just send it as, you know, send it with a couple of key models pictured in there. But I'm gonna definitely do that. I like the model as a media because I mean this might be heathen blasphemy, but you know it's almost like adult coloring. The model has all of the things you need right there on it to get an idea going, but you as the painter have to pull it out of the gray plastic. That's your job, and putting the paint to the model. Um, it takes a little skill, it takes a little technique, and once you know different techniques and you start to figure out and find the practice of how do you know when your paint is just thin enough, or how do you know when it's too thick? How do you know when what shades to use and what kind of color combos are pleasing to the eye? Those things take, it comes with time, it comes with a little bit of skill, but like the sculpt will give you the ideas of what they'd like to be. It's just your job to bring it out. That's kind of my philosophy on it, and that's kind of why I enjoy it. The sculpt is a guideline. The paint is your expression of it. Oh, yeah, there's Calvinoni. uh, you want a certificate of authenticity with these guys? Because I did one up for Sapphire's model. She requested one. If you want, I'll do, maybe I could do like a group shot or whatever for the pictures. But I made up a certificate of authenticity for her. So if you want one for yours, just for bragging rights, you're more than welcome to one. I'll make you a little certificate, just because they're cool, and I enjoyed making it. All right, I'll make you one. We're gonna do a little edge highlighting in silver on this shield. It needs a little extra oomph. There we go. We got a little extra pizzazz on some shield. Some shield action. We're going after this battle axe too. May as well. I want their weapons to kind of match their armor. My idea with the whole kind of color shift is that they've like went and mined out some mithril or something. I suppose is kind of what I keep telling myself. But I want them to, I want their weapons and stuff to have their own flavor to them too. That reminds me, for the orcs, I still have what's his name, the double-headed one. I think I gotta go paint the skull on that guy. That's right. So the orcs are not quite done, but we're nearly there. Has anybody been up to anything fun in Hobbyland? I know I saw that Shadow and Sun had just received a boatload of models, so that's some cool stuff. But anybody else been doing anything fun? I can't even imagine what that amount of models laid out must like be. That would be insane. Well, Grumpy Old Slan, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. It's always good to see you. Looking forward to seeing you again sometime real soon. Take it easy, and we'll see you then. Painting, sealing, waiting on a bunch of stuff. There you go. I haven't really ordered models for a while. I picked up some with when I went to the local family shop, but I haven't really gotten any I haven't really gotten anything crazy when it comes to model kits. Been thinking about doing some Games Workshop paint jobs, some 40K stuff here on the show. I probably will end up maybe ordering some stuff, especially if me and Mythos are going to go have that showdown, because I think that would be a lot of fun. Well, that is looking real good. I'm thinking these guys are getting pretty close. This dude needs some more work. That guy in particular needs some more work. You I'm getting pretty close to happy with. A little bit of highlighting up on top of his leather, the leather backed areas. That ought to do it. You were getting pretty close with. I gotta start figuring out which ones are just done. This guy's pretty good. I'm gonna put you in the done pile. This guy's done. This guy's pretty good, yeah. I think he's gonna be. So we got 3 out of 6 of them that are basically done now. All right, we'll say take it easy there, Cal. We'll see you again real soon. Good to see you. I might be bopping out soon myself. But I'll be here for a little while longer. Yeah, all right. So we got 3 of our guys that are basically at the finish line. We're gonna wash them up. That's gonna be the final phase for a lot of these guys. It's just gonna be washes and other little details. It takes a little time, but it's well worth it in the end. All right. Well. How many dwarves are there to paint in the batch? Well, currently 6 of them are kind of getting towards their finishing stage, and then there's let's see here, three extra dwarves and an orc that are primed. Let me pull their little baggie out. These guys are primed in black, but I just have not put on the color transition paint or painted them further. They were part of these original guys were kind of just, I was kind of just blowing through some test pieces to see what stuck when it went. Good to see you collecting chaos. Appreciate you being here. By the way, how you doing, Road March? But yeah, these 6 dwarves here were part of like the initial test batch. 7 dwarves, I guess, were part of the test batch that I did to see kind of what I liked and what I didn't like. So a couple of them have gone through some iterations of, various things. And now they're all kind of coming together and formulating the finalized paint scheme of it. At least for the dwarf side. The orcs are they're kind of more silvers and grays and kind of that kind of deal. They're a bit more realistic orc going on. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for at least the painting for tonight. I've been trying to keep the stream to about an hour, maybe a little longer if I'm really going hard at it, but during the week, just so I can save myself a little sanity and make sure I maintain a halfway decent sleep schedule. Because after I get off the stream here, I'm ending up working on some other Paint Minis Live related stuff for like another couple hours at least. Yeah, development is tough, but we're getting there. So yeah. I saw, was it Steve with Who Took My Dice? I saw his live stream a couple of days ago. He's another big proprietor of the Space Marines, along with Mythos, really into the Ultramarine vibe. And I was having a good time watching his stuff. If you haven't checked him out, and you're into 40K, he's all things Ultramarines when it comes to that kind of stuff. What else do I have on the hobby front? And thank you there, Mythos. I appreciate it. Got a little tongue-tied. And it's Tonka Todd. How's it going, Tonka Todd? The legendary, the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah. Here's a question for everybody. batch painting models. Uh, at what point? At what point do you you know, for me, it's at about this point where I start to go, um, in batch painting large groups of them, where I start to go, all right, I'm just ready to get to the next step. I've done my base colors, I've done my layers, I've done some highlights, I've done the stuff that I want to. I kind of just want to move on to the next step, but then you've got extra models to do. Um, what point in the process um, do you guys get a little cooked when batch painting? Over a unit is a sure way to burn out. Yeah, this isn't so bad because each one of them are the sculpts are a little bit unique, but trying to keep it all uniform with unique sculpts is a little difficult. Um, yeah, about 5 or 10. Yeah, I think I've realized that my limit is about this many models that Cal sent over the course of time. I looked at how many models we painted with the Horde of the Damned project that we did for Dungeon Minister, which has yet to come on his show. But when the players stumble across them, I'm sure he's gonna put it out there in a big way. But when we did the Horde of the Damned project, that one was pretty grueling at 40 models. And it took me 13, 14 streams to kind of get there. This one's taking about the same amount of time, mainly because most of these, or the dwarves and the orcs and stuff, it took me a hot minute to kind of wrap my head around what I wanted to do with them to make them really unique and kind of abyssal and seem a bit more menacing than your standard unit, I guess. But that's that is a-okay. But I have realized my max is like about 20 to 30 models, 40 if they're very similar to each other. Like all those skeletons were pretty uniform. Their poses were different, but they were very uniform models. It was super easy to chug those out. But anything past that is getting into some serious burnout territory. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. Yeah. Yeah, it can be tough. I think for me, mainly it's just the, again, because you're trying to make them look all uniform. I really like how these dwarves have turned out, with their orange, silver, blue, jade color scheme. I mean, there's a lot of colors on there. The white gold as opposed to silver, and how it's turned out. I really like them, but I miss my airbrush because it's just so fast. It is ridiculously fast at badge painting these things. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, units that are really uniform, where their poses are different, but you know exactly where to put the paint right off the bat. Those are like batch paint dreams. I love doing that stuff. Um, just take them out in 5 to 10. Look daunting. 40 plus always hurts your motivation. Yeah, I would agree with that. One at a time, one at a time, five at a time, however many you're gonna do. But pulling them out in small numbers really helps that, and then eventually you'll see, as that pile grows, your motivation that fuel tank starts filling back up. You're like, okay, look at how many I've already done, and that's like a really cool. It looks really cool, and the motivation starts coming right back up again for me, anyways. Which is kind of what I'm seeing with these guys. I'm really happy with how they're turning out. I'm looking forward to the last like 4 minis we got on this project. But you know, I'm kind of ready for the wash stage at this point. That's what I'm looking forward to, just to see how that does stuff. Um, yeah. Well, I kind of did a little bit. I got Cal's minis, and then I got sucked into uh, I got sucked into some other projects, and I've had them for like 4 months. So they need to get out of the creation cave and back into Cal's hands. Um, so I'm just kind of laser focused on this project right now. That and the uh, role play Wednesday uh, stream. Like those are kind of my big focuses right now. On top of what I've got cooking in the background. So I've just kind of, you know, it's time to get them home. It's time to get them home. Uh, so, but I am looking forward to seeing, you know, what's on the horizon after this, and figuring out a plan. Again, I really do want to do a little paint off with you there, Mythos. I'm gonna work on that and figure it out. I'll probably bounce you a message in the next couple of days. We're thinking, you know, to talk about some ideas. But I think that would be fun in whatever capacity we do it in. It'd just be fun. Especially like your armor, your tanks and stuff look pretty chef's kiss. Um, yeah. Um, did you happen to put up any of your artwork recently, there, Miss Bella? Did you? I think I remember you saying that you had some like you had some like digital artwork that you had done in the past. You put any of that up anywhere? I'd like to see it. I think that'd be really cool to take a look at. Yeah, 12 or 24 hour. Um, yeah, I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about that. Um, the 24-hour one's gonna be tough. That would be a tough stream. Um, I've been thinking about the 12-hour one, and what I'm gonna do for that. I've stopped work on another project just because I want to save it for that, because I know I'm gonna need a boatload of models. Um, okay, cool. You've got your artwork on your blog. Okay, I can go check out your blog site. That's cool. I've been there before. I've seen it. It's a very nicely laid out site. I like it. But yeah, I've been thinking about that 12 and 24 hour paint stream there, Road March. It's on the books somewhere. I just got to find the right time to do it. I got some stuff coming up over the next couple of weekends, so probably not going to be doing that. I got some my family needs some help. So I'm going to be going on a road trip to go help them out. Both crazy long painting sessions. Indeed. I think I would have to probably have my significant other shuttle me some drinks and stuff. Just to keep it lively. You know, some tea in the morning. Yeah. 24 hours. That's a doozy. That was a doozy. But it would be fun. It'd be fun. You know how much that would probably cost YouTube? So much money. Like I've seen some of the streamers or whatever. They've figured out how to calculate how much it costs the parent company to broadcast these streams. I am sure I cost YouTube so much more money than they would like to admit. I definitely do not bring them in the black at all. That's for sure. 12 sounds like torture. Yeah, 24 hours would be tough. But I think I could probably do it. I'd have to have some like, again, I'd have to have just a boatload of models, um, primed and ready, and then just go ham dinner on it. I'd like to get before I do that. I'd like to get a couple more brushes. I've been eyeballing some of these dry brushes, um, like some actual dry brushes. I know, like I've done the makeup brush thing before, but it really wasn't my jam. But I've been eyeballing some really nice dry brushes, and I kind of want to get a set of those for a 24-hour stream because I would go probably do a ton of dry brushing during that process. YouTube has plenty of money, I assure you. Yeah, yeah. We have let's see, who is chilling over on Twitch watching Paint Minis live? That is it might be my friend Sensei showing up to support the stream. I wonder, let's see. I'm just gonna mute the music here real quick. No, not gonna show me. All right. Cool beans. Well, whoever's viewing on Twitch, thanks for being here. It's good to see you. We every once in a while we get somebody popping up on Twitch, and it's always good to see some new faces around at PML. So don't be afraid to come and check us out in the chat. Well, I don't think I've got much more planned for tonight. I think this is probably where I'm gonna start stepping off. Like I said, I've got a couple more hours of work to do on some other PML related shenanigans for you. Again, check out Roleplay Wednesday with James F. Keck, wonderful indie creator of role-playing game modules. You can currently find him on RPG Drive-Thru. You can find him on his own Discord site, which I can direct you to. If you just send me a DM in Discord, I can send you over there. He runs public games with his modules and his own homebrewed games, which are absolutely lovely, well thought out, and a work of passion from James F. Keck. He'll be here on Wednesday along with his crew, and we'll be playing some Dreamweaver again. It's a wonderful role-playing game set in a kind of Stranger Things type of setting where children are using their imagination to battle demons and crazy monsters that go bump in the night, and they're and they're protecting like all kid kind. You know, it's like I said, Stranger Things but elementary school version. You know, you play like a kid who's like 8 or 9, and you get to use your favorite toy as a child. So my character's got a remote control fire engine with a water cannon on the front of it to do damage and attacks and stuff. It's really cool. It's really cool. So again, please come in and watch you some Roleplay Wednesday here on Paint Minis Live. Thank you again for being here, and we will see you again in the next one. Thank you to Miss Bella Games for coming and enjoying the stream. Thank you to Road March for being here. It was great to see you. Thank you, Mythos from Frost and Fists. If you're into them 40K boys, check out Frost and Fist. Evolution of Gaming showing the support as always. Tunka Todd was in the chat saying hello. Thank you to Calvinoni, the one and only Grumpy Old Slan, who is definitely not grumpy and very kind. Thank you to Collecting Chaos, who is always a pal and worth every cent of goodwill. Go check Collecting Chaos out if you're into comic books. and other fun things. Thank you to Lightmane for popping in. Lightmane's got a audiobook out there. You can check it out on his channel. It's really fun. Thank you to Shadow and Sons, who is a wonderful variety streamer when it comes to all things nerd. Thank you to a nerd's nerd, who is definitely a nerd, and the queen of 3D printing, or 3D design for printing. You can check out her interview over at Shadow and Sons. And then the Scrub Sapien, thank you for being here. Like I said, we'll see you again very soon on Wednesday, and then on Thursday for more painting here on Paint Minis Live. All right. Bye, everybody.